Okay, so this is what you guys have to do on that project. If you look at here, like I mentioned, 0 is right here. So you have to create this step right here. This is my diameter right here, which is going to be 1.5 across the flat right here. And then we have this diameter is your 2 inches diameter. And so that's what we have to draw. This is 1/2 inch here. So if you look at this drawing here, that's going to go on my top view. If you look at this here, that's on my top view right there. So this is, you have to do it. And then we have to face this, we have to turn this, and then we have to draw. If you look at here, then we have to draw this on the right side plane. You have your hexagon right here. You have 2 inches. You have 2 inches this circle right there. And on this 2 inches circle, we have these holes right there, 8 holes. And then 8 holes, we have this, we have to cut this slot. If you look at it, it says drill 250. So you have to drill here and you has to mill the slot 250. We have to mill this slot right here. The slot goes like this. And 8 with the 8 holes. So if you look at those 8 holes, we have right here 1, 2, 3, 4, and those are 8 holes right here. And then we have 6 holes here on the hexagon right in the middle. If you look from the top view, you can see those 6 holes right there. This starts on 0 and then it's going to be rotate at 60 degrees. These are the holes right here, 6 holes. And they're 60 degrees apart. These are the holes. So this is something you guys have to draw it. Now, once you create these holes, you have to draw this arc right here. So this arc, we're going to use this for our tool path to cut the slot. Let me go ahead and open this. I can show you the tool path. Uh-oh, it's crashed again. Let me. I'm going to pause the recording because it's just. So if you look at here, this is my drawing right there and my tool path. So I'll go ahead and run the part so you guys can see it. Then we can go over the tool path. Here we're going to face it. And we're going to turn this. So if you look at here, this is what I was telling to you guys to do, that we're going to cut this pocket. If you go to level here and turn level this off. So this, we're going to do the tool path. So this is right here. That's where we cut this to face tool path, face, OD rough, and finish. So these 3 tool paths, face, lathe rough, and lathe finish, is going to be that tool path. So you guys have to do this. Rough, finish. There comes your finish mask. You're going to go ahead and finish it. There you go. So that's going to go on the top view. And this drawing is right here, guys. Look at that. That is your drawing right there. This is my length 3 inches. My this diameter is 2 inches. And this is my 1.5 right here on the, we can go a little bit over 1.5 because we have to, so if you look at here, my drawing, this is going to be wireframe line. I can just see, if I go horizontal from here, so that line is 0.9047, something like that. So you can go even 1 inch if you want to go, and then 9.04. So look at that tool path. It's going to face it, then it's going to turn this, and it's going to face contour for the hexagon. Here you go. It makes the hexagon. Then it's going to cross drill it, or C-axis drill right there, 6 holes. And then it's going to go center drill, and then it's going to drill this, cross drill these holes. Drill hole right there, all these holes. And now it's going to follow this slot on these curves and make sure your color comp is off. There, look at this, how it's cutting the slot. And then it's going to part of your tool. So there is your finished part right there. So the tool path is going to be, first is going to be your face tool paths. It's going to be on this one here, face, the OD rough and finish. Then C-axis face contour, which is going to be on this guy. If I'm going to go and turn this on, turn this off, and C-axis face contour is going to cut this hexagon right there. Look at that. It's going to go color comp to the left. It's going to cut yours. I'm going to turn the folder off so we can see it. To right. And we are going to the, here we go. So that's that. Then we have, comes out C-axis drill chip breaking. Spot drill is going to drill this right here on this hole. 1. Depth is going too deep. 2. Then we have another one. There we go. So we have C-axis drill, and then we have C-axis another drill here, which is going to go, I think this 1/4 inch drill we are using 1/4 inch. No, these are tap, 250 tap, number 5 tap. This project number 6, I mean operation number 6, we are doing 250 tap right hand. So we drilled it and then we tapped it. There we go. And then we have C-axis cross drill on the holes over here. It's going to start there. 1. It's going to go 2. It's going to go 3 down there and 4. It's going to go that one, 5, 6, 7, and 8. There we are. And then we have C-axis contour, which are going to be the slots. Yeah, look at this. It's going to go from that hole. It's going to cut that slot right there. And make sure in this slot, then it's going to jump to here. It's going to cut another slot. And to jump to this hole, cut another slot. Jump to this hole, cut the last stop. Now, Mastercam goes different weird way. It's going to come this direction. Now it's going to go into that hole right there. Look at that. There you go. There you go. Perfect. And then last is going to be a cutoff, is going to be your cutoff toolpath. So these are the toolpaths you guys have to do. And it's pretty much same thing what we did on the other projects, guys. Now, I want to show you something. We don't need this. I have drawn these rings just to get that. You don't need that. This ring, this rings, this rings. We don't need that. We don't need that. But we have it at, if you look at my drawing right here, we have it at X 1 inch. And we have it X 2 inches. So we draw this ring from here, translate to 1 inch and to 2 inch. So we got the center, and that's where we got our holes on that center. That's why we had that. But you don't need that rings, guys. We don't need that. So I can just go ahead and delete them if I. The rings are. This has nothing to do with the toolpath. What does it do with the toolpath? Oh, okay. Maybe these are joined by those lines. That's why. Okay, that's no problem. So to get these holes here, guys, let me go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and delete the entire toolpath. And undo that if we get that. So to do these holes and these diameters, right? This is, let me go over this. I can show you, and then you guys can just finish the, delete all this, delete all this, delete all this. You don't have to draw a circle. You can just draw a point over here. Instead of circle, you can just draw points. Here. Here. Isometric. Okay. So here on the top view, I'm going to go my Z over here because this diameter, if you look at here, that diameter is 2 inches diameter. My Z over here is going to be 1 inch. So go click on Z and click Z over here and see that Z is going to be your, Z is your 1 inch right here. That's where my Z is at. So at Z 1 inch, at Z 1 inch, I'm going to draw the first hole here. And if you look at the drawing, that is at X 1 inch, and Y0 will give you this circle right here. Then the next one is going to be X 2 inches at Z0, Z 1 inch is going to be over here. So I can go ahead and draw the first point at X1, Y0, X2, Y0. So in this case, it's going to be X minus. So I'm going to create a circle, or a point, doesn't matter. And that circle point is going to be, it says enter that center point. My center point is going to be x minus 1 comma y0. Enter. And there is my first hole right there. And if you look at those hole size, these are 250 diameter. So I'm going to just go ahead and put this diameter 0.250 right there. And the second hole is right here at zx minus 2 inches, y0, that hole right there. So we're going to go and say auto cursor, x minus 2 comma 0. It's going to be my next hole right on this guy right there. And that hole diameter is going to be 0.250. Okay. I don't need these circles, sorry. These circles don't need it. Okay, so after we've done these holes, now if you look at here on the blueprint, I have 8 holes. It says 8 holes right there. So what we can do, I can go to construction plane right, and I can rotate those 8 holes. Make sure you're in construction plane right. You go to transform, rotate. You're going to pick this hole and pick this hole. At end of the selection, you want 360 divided by 4, 90 degree, and I need 3 of these. Look at here, we just rotate those holes right there. We rotate these holes. Is that okay? Clear colors. All right. So after we've done this, now we have to create an arc. If you look at the drawing, from 0 degree, this hole start from x1 and slot goes to x2. So we have to create the curve. So how are we going to create a curve? If you look from the top view, I want to join this curve, goes from there, it goes to this curve right there. Then second one goes from this one to this. Third one goes from here to here. Fourth one goes from this to this. So how we can create that curve? Look at that. What we have to do, we have to draw another arc over here in the middle, which is going to be x is 1, y is 2. The one in the middle is going to be at this point right here, which is going to be over here. Over here. And that is going to be x 1.5. So I'm going to draw another arc here at x 1.5. Z is going to be 0. Z is 1 inch. X, y is 0. So x 1.5. I'm going to draw a hole right there in between these two. So create wireframe circle. And this is going to be my x minus 1.5, comma, y0, enter. So there is my that hole right there. And that hole diameter is going to be again 250. Look at that. So that hole is here. I want to bring that hole right in the center of this. So I'm going to rotate that 45 degree, then I'm going to rotate the 90 degree. So go to construction plane right, and in construction plane right, you can go transform, rotate. I'm going to rotate this hole hit OK. I'm going to rotate that to 45 degree. Yeah, I'm rotating right in the middle, 45 degree. And I'll say I'm going to move that. So I got 0, 90, 180, 270, but this one is 40. Now, once I got that 40, I'm going to rotate that one. Hit OK. I'm going to rotate that one to 90. 360 divided by 4 is 90 degree. I'm going to rotate 90 degree. I'm going to copy, and I need 3 of these. There, look at that. So I have here, I have here, I have here. The reason I did that because I'm going to create a curve from these 3 points. So now if I go to 2D, go to the top view. Okay, now I'm going to start a curve from right click, clear colors. I'm going to say wireframe, arc 3 points. The first point is going to start from the 0, which is going to be the center point of this. Second one is going to be center point of this. The third is going to be center point of this right there. Look at that. That's my curve. Then I'm going to start, hit OK, and to the first point, which is going to be this, this, and this. So that creates my another curve. Then the third one is going to be, hit OK, center point of this, this, and that. There we go. Then I'm going to create last one from center point of this to that to this guy. Here we go. I got these 4 curves. So I got these 4 curves. Now I don't need this. These circles, I don't need that. I can delete them. I just created to make a third point so we can create a curve with 3 points and go ahead and delete those circles. We don't need that. Look at that. That's where I'm going to start my tool and I'm going to follow. So if I'm going to go to toolpath, here is my toolpath. I want to go cross face C axis contour, cross contour, C axis contour right there. I'm going to go single. I'm going to pick this guy. Chain 2. I'm going to pick this guy. Make sure you go in this direction. I'm going to go this guy. And I'm going to go this guy right there. Okay. Hit OK, hit OK. And tool, I'm going to use 4" and mill flat. Cut parameters, color comp. Make sure don't say left, otherwise it's going to mess up. Turn the color comp off. We're going to cut right. We're going to cut right the color center on this profile. So make sure you turn the color comp off. Very important. Depth of cut, I don't care. I'm going to go just one pass. Linking parameter depth is going to be incremental minus 250. And top of the stock incremental is 0. Feed plane is 100,000 in incremental. That's fine. And retract to 100,000. And my clearance is 250. That's fine. Let's see how that goes. Then we can come back and change it. Go ahead. OK. Invalid rotary diameter. OK. There comes my diameter. Rotary diameter. You have to go rotary axis control. Go to axis substitution. And the diameter here, you got to put the diameter of this, which is 2 inches. Here we go. So you got to put the rotary diameter here, 2 inches. It can go around that. Hit OK. Again, guys, this here is under your rotary axis control. After we done link parameters, invalid rotary diameter to axis substitution. It's not 0, it's 2 inches, guys. So we got link parameters, and then we got rotary control 2 inches. Hit OK. And there is my tool path. Look at that. Here, it's going to start from one of this. Follow that. Okay, do another one. Follow that. Another one, retract. Follow that. Another one, retract. This is, you don't have control on this. This is go back and it starts from here, Mastercam. I don't know how it does that, but you okay. It's going to come to this hole and it's going to do last like this. There. So if you can see it, it does like this. It cuts on the bottom right there. Look at that. Goes this one. Goes another one. Another one. And this one goes all the way back and then starts it on the other side. It's going to start there and finish that last slot, which is okay. There we are. So that's what you guys have to do on this, on the slot. Okay, and other one, you guys have already done this. These are going to be your holes over here. That holes, you can go your cross contour. You can also go see axis drill. You can go see axis tool. We can pick up the center of this, that. Make sure you turn this off. That, 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 and that. Hit OK. Tool. There's a spot drill right there. Cut parameters, drill counterboard, that's good. Here I'm going to go in incremental. I'm going to go, let's say, minus 0.200. And this is top of the stock, 0 in incremental, feed retract 200. Clearance, I'll go 250. If it's not clear, we can go ahead and change it. And rotary axis control, axis substitution, we're going to go to see here. And that diameter is going to be, I think, 1.5. I hit OK. And this is how your tool is going to do it. Got this hole right there, 250 deep. Go to the other one. Go to that one. There we go. And there you go. Perfect. The same thing you guys are going to do on this guy right there. You can go cross contour, you can go see axis tool on this one. Anything you can. So talking about this hole here, you can go cross tool and you can pick up from top. We can pick up from there. That center. Make sure your depth filter is off. Pick that. Pick number 2. Then number 3. Number 4. Oh, where did it pick it? Oh, it picked the wrong one over there. Should go like this. So cancel that. It created that. No, let's do it again. Isometric. Cross tool. Turn this off. You're going to pick this center, this, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. All right, and we're going to change our R level. So go ahead, go to tool. We can use your spot drill, and then you can use drill on that one. I didn't pick up the drill. So spot drill, or we can put just 1/4" flat and all. You can use 1/4" drill. Make sure you add another 1/4" drill over here. I'm just using a spot drill. Just want to show you guys. And then drill and contour board, that's fine. Link parameters. Depth in incremental, I can go -200. And here top of the stock is 0. That's good. Retract. I want to retract to 200. Clearance to about 1/2 inch. It's going to be 2 out clear the axis. We can go C axis on that. Apply, hit OK. And there comes your toolpath right there. Look at that. Here. I'm going to start with this. Go to 50, go to the next hole. Then it's going to come to this hole. Then it's going to go to that hole. Then it's going to do this hole. It's going to come to this hole. Then this guy right there over here. Then it's going to come to this guy over here. Then it's going to go this guy over here. And come to this over here. All done. So if I'm going to select all and this is something you can do it. But make sure you face and turn first. That's going to be on the hexagon. The drills are on the hexagon. It's crashing it because we didn't face this. We have to turn this. That's why it's turned red and it's crashed. But these are the 6 holes on the hexagon. And there's another hole right here. Make sure you do these holes first, then you go to the next hole. Look at that, it's drilling those holes. You don't see it because it's the same depth. So that's what you have to do. And you can do the face contour on this one here. The axis face contour right here. If you want to use this geometry, you can use that. Your depth is going to be incremental, it's going to be 0. If you're going to pick this geometry here on the face at Z0, then your Z minus is going to be 1/2 inch. So it's totally up to you. So I can pick this one here, and that's going to be incrementally is going to be 0. I'm going to unselect that and go to pick chain. That was single pick chain now. And start this chain right there. There you guys select that chain. Apply, hit OK. I can use 1/2 inch end mill for that. I have a 3/8 flat end mill. I can use that. And linking parameters, my depth is going to be 0 because I select that chain back over here, this one. And in absolute, I can create 200,000 retract, and feed plane also 100,000. Top of the stock is 0, that's good. And depth is going to be 0. There is my part. Okay, look at this, what's happening over here. It's cutting inside the curve. It's cutting inside, guys, look at that. It's cutting inside the part because your color comp is right. It has to be to the left. Go to toolpath type, cut parameters, color comp, look at that. To the right, it has to be to the left. Now this blue tool path line is going to be outside over here to the left. There you go, see that? So your tool is going to cut like this. You can go arc in and arc out. Go to parameters, go under, where is it? Lead in, lead out. I'll go 50%. Here also the radius, and use this option so we can want all this same. Hit OK. Here we go. That's my fillets right there. Lead in right there. Look at here. This is your lead in. Run it. You can see it. Okay, it's coming at lead in, and it's going to cut that hexagon. Right plane. There you go. So this tool path is going to be, which is this guy over here. Yeah, that's going to come after this. So I'm going to move this tool path, right click after 4, move after. Okay, that's good. And then C-axis contour is going to be drilled first. Right click, move up, move before. Okay. Now if you run it, you can see it. No. C-axis joke. That is going to be after C-axis contour. This is C-axis face contour. So after face contour, we're going to have these drills. No. What is this drills? Let's check that. Okay, those are not right. Then this one is going to come after CX. I'm going to right click, drop it right there, and say move after. There you go. And CX drills. This is going to be right there. So that is going to go right click before that. Move before. C-axis contour. Okay. If we want to run this all, we can see what's going on here. Drill. Here we go. Now another drill, which is going to contour. There we go. There we go. And that goes backward. There you go. Let's come to face contour. Let's go Z-axis tool. Okay. Yep. There you go. So that's all you guys have to do. If I look, I'll show you the full complete program. And that is, oh, it crashed. It crashed. My Mastercam crashed. Okay, so here is my complete part. So for this part, like I said, the first thing you have to go to level and you have to draw this step right there. And that's my step is going to be lathe face, rough, and finish. This is what that tool is going to do. That's going to be our first thing you have to do. You have to draw this geometry and create that. And if you look under verification, these three toolpaths, it's going to be like this. Here, face, turn, and finish. That's it. So you got to do this first. And that's where comes my face contour. It's going to cut my hexagon on this one here. Okay, then comes your C-axis face contour, C-axis tool, C-axis tool again, C-axis cross tool, and C-axis contour, and then cut off. So if you're going to watch all these, this is going to be your tool path, looks like. I'm going to go stop on operation change. That's going to be my facing. OD rough, OD finish. Here comes my face contour, hexagon. Okay, and cross drill, C-axis drill. There we go. And there comes my another drill. That it should be spot drill and drill. This is tap actually. These are quarter 20 tap. And then we go cut here, cut there, there. 4 of these, then goes on 2 inches, X 2 inches. And then comes your cross contour. Here you go. It's going to cut that. Another drill. Okay. No, it's going to cut this. Jump. Go to next hole. Jump. Do to next. And then here it's going to go back. I don't know why it does that. We have no control. Mastercam does that randomly. So it's going to go from this point to this hole. There we go. And there comes your parting tool. Here is my finished part. That's my finished part. And you can go to levels, you can turn this on. There are your drawing right there. So again, you have to create this on the right plane create your hexagon, circles, and all these holes on the top plane. Starts with the top plane, these two holes at x1 and x2, z positive 1 inch, then go to the right plane and rotate these holes in the right plane, this, and rotate that to 90 degrees to get these holes. Then you have to create a pointer hole right in middle and go 45 degree and rotate that 90 degree and create this arc with 3 points. Because when you create an arc, guys, arc 3 points, that's the only option you can create arc with 3 points. Otherwise you cannot. 1 point here, the one we're going to create over here, and the third is right here. So that is what you guys have to do on this project. I'm going to go ahead and pause your video here.